Hey, welcome to the real. Sorry, wrong voice. Welcome to this. This is a little different. I received some physical copies of games. What's this music? This is the Plinkett intro music, but it's like glitchy on purpose. It's supposed to be like that? Whoa. Well, anyway, hi. Welcome to this video. I'm going to check out a game called Super Blood Hockey. And also PigeonDev game. Multiple PigeonDev game. So, I'll tell you how this happened. I need to play some new music. There we go. Okay, so essentially what happened was the person who made the robot named Fight game wanted to get me a copy of like the special edition of that game. I said sure. They were like, hey, do you want to check out the premium edition other stuff? I said sure. Now, I don't take money to play or review product or game. I will not. I don't want to. However, I will take a free game. That's fine by me. It doesn't mean I'm gonna like the game though. So I hope I like these ones. Listen, the first game is Super Blood Hockey. I want to just check it out. It has a disgusting cover with a disgusting face, but the packaging is pretty cool. So I'm gonna open it and check it out. I'm not interested in hockey. Barely interested in blood. And that said, though, I am interested in special editions. I think physical copies of video games are still the best. Digital is convenient, but then what happens when they turn the service off? So, here we go. Plastic is off. Let's see. Is this music claimed? Yeah, this is claimed. This'll do. Yeah, so, there's a lot of companies that do physical editions now. It's not just this premium edition company. So... But they're getting started with some indie games, and they're you know... I can appreciate what they're doing. I also like this little classic NES kind of style thing. And, let's see. Okay, we're gonna open this up. See what we got in here. It says Violent Retro Arcade Style Ice Hockey on the back of the box there. So, yeah, imagine this. You go back in time and you say, hey, you know what, we'll get a special edition physical release. A game that looks kind of like an NES game. This is rated M for mature, by the way. So it comes with the game. It comes with a card. There's a challenge here of some kind. I don't really know what that means. There's an instruction booklet, even. Wow, I haven't seen one of these in a while. Okay. Okay. That's unexpected. Now, we can't play that music. I'm just going to continue playing the Pokemon lo-fi music, because it's just right there. While I check out the rest of the goods and see if these goods are good. I'm trying to put this in here so we can look at that disgusting face as much as we want. There's also this, and I don't know what the hell's going on here with this. It's another box. So the Robot Named Fight Special Edition is not actually out yet. Oh, I think it's supposed to look like... Okay, so there's another box here. Well, I like the art. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the stupidity of this. So there's a soundtrack. Alright, we got a soundtrack. And also... a little comic book the coach, Super Blood Hockey. All right. There's artwork. For a game I've literally have never heard of, there's a lot of stuff here. And yeah, this turns into like kind of a classic style game box, like NES. So that's pretty cool. For a game that's specifically designed to be retro, I get what they're doing. But then the next one, well, actually I got these pins, these Mario Golf pins. I haven't even played Mario Golf. Might do that in a little while. I also have the Tragedy of the Lost Subnautica video that I'll have to tell you about during the gameplay. It fucking sucks, and it bummed me out, and it made me upset, because I recorded a 2-hour play session of Subnautica with some decent commentary, mind you, and some real commentary here and there, and it's gone, because it was a 55 gig file, because I was trying a new encoding method that was like just full-on beans. PigeonDev Games Collection. 4 games in one. Again, NES style. Oh, is that the one of the funny skeletons from Undertale? I think it is. So, this one you don't have to build. This already comes with pre-made box. And I'm actually very curious to see what's in this one. So this is more my speed, because I'm not a hockey person, but... Okay, we got this. What is this? It's a steelbook. Okay, the quality is good. Wow. Alright. I mean, hopefully these games are good, because they're getting the works here. Jeez. Look at that, too. It's like a TV. I like that. That's cool. Okay, I'll open this up. So, yeah, as I was saying, physical copies are really... I mean, just for preservation's sake, it's really good to have them. So they're really the best, in my opinion. I like having them. I like seeing them, the collection grow, even though I'm running out of room. I also like the bonuses. Like, I don't always get special editions, but Breath of the Wild had a good one. I still have my Diablo 3 special edition, which was really good, even if the game launched like poop. I managed to get Metroid special edition pre-ordered, and I'm very excited for that, Metroid Dread. My temporary tattoos from the card opening are now off. They're gone. So we got this again. PigeonDev Games Collection. So this one doesn't seem to have as many bonuses, but the steelbook is high quality. It makes me wonder what they're going to do for a Robert named fight. But I forget, there's another company that was always at game conventions that I would see constantly, and they would do similar stuff. So yeah, card 02, collectible card, and instruction manual, reversible cover, and game. So again, really, I hate to say this, but like, what you see here, to me, is like what should be the bare minimum for every Switch game. I think this is kind of a nice thing, but it shouldn't just be a throwback. It's like, fuck, do we really just not do manuals anymore? Kind of sucks. So there you go. That's it. It's just those two things. Love the steelbook. Pigeon Games Collection. What a ring. What a ring that has to it. So the next step is for me to pause this and then actually play the games. So I'm going to do that. This is the magic of pre-recording. And I will do that and get back to you in about instantly. Okay, it was an instant for you, but about 5 or 6 minutes for me. This is Super Blood Hockey. I actually didn't really even want this. I specifically said, hey, if you want to send me Pigeon Game, that's fine, but I'm not really into hockey. And they just sent it to me anyway, so, oh well. So let's see. Let's see how bloody this thing is, and I'll give you an assessment. I'm not the target audience for this, but you know, I might like it. Check out the tutorial. Alright, everybody, listen up! Some new recruits have complained that the game is too hard! Or it's unfair or rigged. By the way, if you hear audio crust on my voice, it's the air conditioner tapping into my, my limiter and compressor. We even had one knucklehead quit and end his career after only 6 minutes on the ice. I don't know what went wrong with your generation, but people used to appreciate a challenge. Get an ice skate to the face, huh? Take a knock to the back of the skull. Everyone's too soft to take a knock to the back of the skull with an ice skate? Right? If you ain't winning games, well then guess what? It's because you suck. The game ain't rigged. Doesn't mean you can't get any better. Just remember the sport ain't easy. Expect to lose a few games. Okay. Okay. Passing. That wasn't a pass, was it? Whoa. Wait, you can, like, injure your teammates? Oh, that's not good. Once you get really good, you can charge a pass and use it offensively. Figure out how to put the puck in the net. Aim your shots with left stick. Gold must be earned. Alright. When do, when do I get to just fight? Isn't that what hockey is all about? Family and fighting? And yeah, I know some people are probably sick of pixel games, but the truth is, you know, with pixels, you can make, you can be an inexperienced or new developer, and you can create something to get you started. And also, there's a market. And sometimes people do, like myself. I grew up with the NES. I did. 2 goals. You can also, if you can also fight, then you might just have some potential. It's good enough. Now hit the showers. If you're gonna be on the ice with me, you gotta learn how to fight. You can start a fight during a game by repeatedly hitting the same player. Rapidly punch, pressing A until you are the last player standing. Towels off. Multiple towels are now off. I have die. You gotta swing more, kid. Make sure to stand your ground. Getting cornered can be deadly. Everybody has a puncher's chance, so you find yourself outnumbered, just keep swinging. Alright, let's try it again. I'm just gonna do what he said and just mash the A button. Good job. I like how this is now just naked people giving me tutorials. Winning a fight It results in a power play. Oh, okay. Good luck, you'll need it. You're ready for your first game. Okay. None, normal, extra. I'm gonna start with, extra blood. Team... USA. USA versus... Joel. So there's classes, there's Sniper, Enforcer, Playmaker. I feel like we need at least one Enforcer. It's fine for me. There's a charm to it, and I did play hockey on the NES when I was a kid, and I had Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. That's my only hockey game experience. That, and I watched hockey like once. Oh, fuck. Change player. Check. Pass. Shoot. Yeah! Oh, nice. Well, the controls are good. I may not be a huge hockey fan, but it doesn't play like shit. I mean, it's NES hockey with modern, like, updates, basically. And blood. Blood. I think I just checked my own teammate. Ooh. Shit. Oops. Not a good shot. Get it in there. I like how I've only ever used that to hurt my own teammates. That's very nice. Nice. this is hockey. Somewhat. Yeah. Yeah, 1-1. That sounds about right for hockey. Wait, what the fuck? Why is what is this dude getting hit with the Zamboni for? Still going though, like still skating, still existing. Trooper. Okay, that ice has been bonied enough, I think. Also, I'd like to react to Dante not being in Smash because Sakurai has done a video, which I did not watch, by the way, but I'm aware of the amiibo. No, the Mii character. So it's Dante and someone else. I was kind of hoping Dante would get in, but oh well. Who will be the last character? Will it be a Pokemon? A Fire Emblem? I don't think we're getting any more fighting game like, you know, Sakurai's favorites like Soul Calibur or anything. Or, you know, we've already got so many. I mean, Mortal Kombat is kind of an omission for a huge... I mean, Scorpion or Sub-Zero wouldn't be the worst choice. But I could see it being a Nintendo character to close the circle. Whomst will it be? I don't know. And I'm not that upset that Dante's not in the game. Dante and Doom Marine were my two remaining choices that I felt were reasonable. My pipe dream would be Magus, Frog, or Chrono. So that's not happening, so I'm not really too concerned about that. Oh man, I thought I could sneak it in there. Nope. Again, this is hockey. Even this part. So the missing Subnautica episode, I will tell you what happened. 55 gigs from an encoding method that was just... I don't know what it was doing or why it was doing it like that. It was pretty, it's pretty bad. For 2 hours, 55 gigs is unreasonable. And I tried to upload it to the OneDrive so Johnny could get it. Oh, fuck. So we could get it uploaded. OneDrive has a limit and was full. So I went to remove it from the OneDrive. I clicked the file in the OneDrive. And there was something weird that happened where it wouldn't let me do a thing that I wanted to do. I don't know, it was a little confusing. Something weird kind of went down, and then I went delete. because I figured, oh, well, I'm only deleting it from the OneDrive. I'm literally in the OneDrive folder at this point. And the OneDrive is basically an online storage area from Google. And it's just a way to get the videos to Johnny, basically. And it sucked because then I went to my video folder where I record all my videos, and it was not there. It was not there. So I tried running a file recovery program. I looked all over the place. It's not in the recycle bin because 55 gigs does not get to put into the recycle bin. It wasn't in the recycle bin on the OneDrive because the OneDrive won't allow for that to happen. That sucks. So yeah, it just got pulped. It's gone. Really sad. It really bummed me out because you know what? It was a good episode of Subnut. It was kind of, at one point I was in the lily pad zone for like an hour just looking for parts, but I was having good discussions and I did some real talk. Not like overly annoying real talk, not like it would, you know, distract from the gameplay, but just a little bit. And then I talked about some other new stuff, like I was talking about The Song Remains the Same video that Angry Video Game Nerd did. Not ABG, James, his real human form. He did a review of the Zeppelin movie, which I always thought was a fascinating, bizarre piece. And I talked about that a little bit, talked about the usual stuff, and we made some progress. Not much story progress, at least. Shit. Wow, oh my god! Look at the motherfucker on the right! Oh my god. Am I just short a team member now? Looks like I am! Is he gonna be okay? Alright, that's actually kind of funny. Lose a fight and you are literally down a person. For a little while at least. Shit. Alright, so I kinda suck at video game hockey, but that was a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Because I'm not into hockey, but yet the game was... it was well done. To me, though, truthfully, the best part of this game is the grotesque cover. I'm like looking through all the blood hockey stuff, like all the cardboard. There's a franchise mode, there's a challenge mode. Puck friction. No swapping option. Adjustable puck elasticity, turbo mode. Just want to check this out for a second. But yeah, all the cardboard is just people bloodied and punched in the face. Well, there's no way I would win against this. Hell no. Already lost. Yep. That's good. Well, I guess that's why it's a challenge mode. In regards to sports, though, I do like the arcadey, like, bullshit sports. Mario sports, Wario sports, just any kind of sport that doesn't take itself too seriously, I'm happy with. Okay. Well, that was Super Blood Hockey. I didn't play it for a ton of time, but I got the gist of it. And it is what you saw it to be. There's not much more I could say about it. I'm sure there's fun to be had in the franchise mode. I'm sure there's more, you know, playing exhibition mode, let's say, on difficulty very hard or pro might be fun. Could try excessive blood real quick. Forgot about the excessive blood. Ooh, fuck. Yeah, that's a lot of blood. The core mechanics are fun. So, that's not the issue. The issue is that it's hockey. That's the only issue I have with it, because ultimately, it's not my kind of, I just go brain dead after a while. I already get brain dead for lesser things, but yeah. The other Subnautica thing I wanted to mention was, yeah, so I just fucked around with my base a little bit. I was upset about the moon pool. Oh wow, I scored a goal without even paying attention. Oh wait, no, they did. Never mind. That was the wrong way. I forgot. Yeah, I just built an aquarium and hatched some fish. It was cool. It was actually kind of touching. We had a nice moment where we got some fish friends, and I got all the upgrades I wanted. So now the sea truck is fast. So, yeah, I mean, it would have been fun for you to see that. I didn't miss any. You're not missing any vital story elements, at least. Like, the aliens talked a little bit, and that's about it. But anyway, yeah, that's Super Blood Hockey. And I thought it was, you know what? I'm gonna say that it was pretty okay. More than pretty okay. It was a competent NES-style hockey game with modern advancements. And if you're into that sort of thing, I don't know how much that game costs. All the special edition extras were pretty nice. But now I want to check out... I like game compilations with many different type of game, and that's what this seems to be. So we have 4 games, all from one PigeonDev. I've never seen that before. I have literally never seen this before on the Nintendo Switch. I put in the cartridge, and 4 games appeared. All right. Sometime you? That's not the red Vox pigeon. I'm just gonna leave it as is. So it looks like there's a reset button, which is just X. Nope. Game sucks. No, I don't know if it does or not. I've decided to turn off the CRT effect. I was able to handle it for all of 15 seconds, maybe. Lame time, you? I think a slider for these things would be nice. Some games have that. Well, this is as basic as it comes. Made in Game Builder Garage. It's kind of hard to differentiate the spikes. Oh, you can't. Oh, okay. Is that this game's Yoshi? It's kind of hard to differentiate the spikes from the background. Also, even on tutorial level, I have failed, and with no checkpoint, I must do all of this again. Okay. You, as Blob, do not get to stomp. I wonder if there's, like, a kind of a gimmick for this. You know, like, what is going to differentiate this from other platformers? The controls are very basic. They're fine. They serve their purpose. You don't get that Mario momentum or anything like that, but you can move and it's not painful. I guess it's almost kind of Meat Boy-esque. It's like really short stages. There's tight platforming perils. But this, I don't think... Whoa, right at the moment, it reminds me of that Goblin Sword game, which was a mobile game, ported to Switch. I don't know if this is that. But this is really just too basic for me. Could be good for kids. There's really nothing wrong with it. If I had played this in the 80s, yes, I was alive in some of the 80s. If I played some of this, if I played this in the 80s, I probably would have enjoyed the platforming. Actually, this is better than a lot of the NES platformers I played that weren't, like, the big ones. So, you know, it's got that going for it. Awesome islands. This is going back to the old days where you didn't need a cosmetic shop. You just needed a jump button and coins. I don't know why these frogs are all, like, evil and shit. Okay. Well, I started zoning out, which sometimes happens. Usually I fill that void with conversation, but I just started zoning out into, like, nothingness. So, I don't know, I'm not that engaged by this. It is challenging, though, like, at times. If I had this on my Game Boy, I probably would have played all of it. But at the moment, I'm just too... Sadly, we get very overstimulated by all the shoot, and the wall jump, and the run, and the cock thrust. And therefore, as much as I think this is a cute little game, I'm gonna probably pass on playing too much more of it. What happens if you die? Oh god, do you have to go back to the beginning of the level? I mean, the stages are really short, but that's still 2 minutes of my life. I'm never gonna get back if I... if I died there. Okay. 4 coins, 0 gems. Not really much in the way of, like, game mechanics and variety, though. It's just very simple platforming. Jump over the saw blades, which is Meat Boy. Avoid frogs, collect coins. There's a sequel. I hadn't even been made aware of the original Awesome P. Until now, and now there's a sequel. Let's see how far it expanded. Jame Times U. PigeonDev Games. But if that's someone's first game, then that's fine. It's like Edmund McMillan released the Basement Collection, which had a bunch of his early stuff. Okay, similar... Production quality has definitely increased. Look at that animation when the P jumps. The visuals have stepped up. It's really awesome now. There's actually a cohesive visual style to some extent. Got some parallax scrolling in the background. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, this game just brought a Borat impression out of me. Great. Still no deeper mechanics that I can see on the surface than jump. I live, I jump again. Wow, this is like level 1? The fuck? Where's the difficulty curve? I guess the first game was the difficulty curve, because this is 1-1. I will jump into the cauldron now. It's a weird loading time. I'm not really sure why it's loading like that. I want to feed Awesome P to a duck. Since they like their peas so much. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with this game's difficulty curve, but this is definitely not a platformer 1-2 level. This is like... Oh. The music. This would be like level 5, in many cases. Okay, well, the music is good. It's kind of weird because tonally, in regards to its difficulty, I'm not sure if it's Babby's first platformer, or if it's going for, like, the ball blister difficulty, like 1001 spikes, which it's not, but it makes me wonder what is the audience for this game, because it's kind of a... What was that level? It's a weird mix of styles in regards to its difficulty and levels. Like, I wouldn't recommend this to someone who's never played a platformer before, because it's hard. Some of it. And I can imagine later levels just, like, increase the ball break. I think it's probably... I mean, it's on the Switch. It's probably ported from mobile. It's probably for people who just want a simple, basic platformer with some difficulty that they can play on their phone. That's what I think this is. If this wasn't released on a mobile phone... Does anyone say that anymore? On a mobile? If this wasn't released on a phone, and it was released, like, on, like, Steam first, that would surprise me. Maybe it's an itch.io game? I don't know. Sorry to overanalyze and not just enjoy haha funny silly P game, but I guess on some level my audience wants to know if the games are good, and I'm not an expert on very much of anything, but I played a lot of fucking video games. Still do. Like, the amount of different video games I've played just over the past 11 years alone is fucking mind-boggling. If you think about Sunday streams and like all the stuff I would play during the week, I've played probably what, maybe somewhere near 10,000 games over the past 11 years. I would guess, considering like Sunday stream where I would sometimes play what, 20 to 30 games a night. So 20 times 52, it's 1,000-ish a year. I'm gonna say let's even say it's just times 10. That would be about 5,000. And then if you take that, I'm doing quick maths. Don't mind me. Also, I think I've had enough of this. I'm sorry to say. So yeah, I've played a lot of games, but if you do the quick maths, I might have played something like 6,000 or 7,000 games over the past 11 years, just on stream and video form. Crazy. So yeah, I'm not much of a video game critic because I don't make them or anything, but I can tell you what I like. And those games I wouldn't play too much of. Not unless I was very young and those were like games on my Game Boy. They were fine. There's nothing wrong with them. A little bit of weird difficulty balancing, but in terms of gameplay, it's as basic as you get, as I said. So I'm hoping Bucket Night will, I don't know what this means. I'm hoping Bucket Night will pull through. PigeonDev likes to make very, very simple games where you don't even need to know how to read to play them. I can respect that at least. Well, there's more treasure. There's more color, and there's shoot. Otherwise, it's the same game. Shovel Knight, eat your heart out. I always love that expression, eat your heart out. Where the fuck did that one come from? Who first uttered eat your heart out? And how did that become what it became? And why was every 90s television show aimed at teenagers like, so desperate to include the line, eat your heart out? I could just see Ferguson telling Clarissa, eat your heart out, Clarissa. I'm going to see Pearl Jam and you're not. It looks like we've got gun upgrades here when you reach a certain amount of treasure. So there's something to work towards. You've got a health meter. You've got enemies that can shoot. So this is... PigeonDev is stretching their legs. Excuse me. Just gotta make sure you jump over the shots. That will be my pro tip. Pro tip, don't get hit by the shots. Very basic video games. I'm gonna be honest, it's bizarre to me that this got a special edition. I think the company's just starting out, and these were their like, let's try it out, let's see let's see what's up. These are not bad video games, especially Blood Hockey. But I just would never have expected this to get like a premium edition with like, you know, a steelbook. Yo, the steelbook is sick. And I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth because I will display this proudly. I am happy to have the steelbook and the special editions. I don't know how much of these games I'll be playing, but I think there's probably a market for this kind of stuff out there. Even that Goblin Sword game, which I didn't finish, you know, that game had, like, this kind of simplicity to it, but you'd get different swords and weapons and armor and shit. Oop. And, it was pretty good. But, you know, it's like the most basic Symphony of the Night you'll ever see in your life, but it was level-based. So those enemies suck. Perhaps it is I who suck. I was hoping to earn enough money just to get, like, to unlock a weapon. Here's how I would describe this. Coffee break. These are definitely, like... You go on a little coffee break at work. You have 10 minutes. You want to knock out a couple levels. That's the type of games this is. That was bad English, but you know what I'm talking about. 5,000 for the first upgrade. Need some iframes, or at least more noticeable iframes. Isn't Goblin Cock the name of a band? There is a band called Goblin Cock, right? It's just there's not a lot of dynamism to the shooting or running around, you know? It's just kind of like very... If button left pressed, go left. If button shoot pressed, shoot. Like, it doesn't have a satisfying shoot to it. Oh well, I guess I'll never get another free game again. Thanks, Square Enix. That was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Okay. Another thing I mentioned in my Subnautica video that was lost because Mike Love stole the VOD. I couldn't believe it. Him and Jay Leno rolled on up on a motorcycle, and Mike Love was in the seat on the right, the small side passenger seat, wearing like a bucket as a helmet. And he goes, "Hey man, I hear you're playing some underwater nonsense. 55 gigs, I'm gonna steal your VOD." And he stole my VOD, and then he made me pee in a cup. It was really weird, but anyway, don't worry about that. That video is now gone forever, so I will repeat something that I said, which is I'm ready to buy a record player now. There is a Fluence RT85 that I was interested in. It is not that cheap, but apparently it's very good for its price range. And I could use a recommendation or two, if you want to throw a comment down there, for a good record player. It doesn't have to be the best. Price range between $2 and $450-ish, with analog speakers. I'm not doing like a Bluetooth. I don't want the signal to get turned into a digital signal. I want it to stay analog all the way through, because that defeats the purpose otherwise. I feel like if I'm going to listen to records, like actual hot wax pressed that I have to spin on a needle, like if I'm going to go that out of my way to listen to music, I may as well just keep the damn signal analog. But recommendations for a decent record player with, you know, decent speakers that would fit on a desk, I would definitely appreciate that if anyone out there is hipster enough to tell me this information. Also, the hipster thing I don't get. Records are great. Here's my reasoning why I want to listen to records. Now, of course, I'm still going to use Spotify. Of course, I'm still going to use YouTube and internet in general for music, because it's easy. And because you can listen to anything in a second, especially in the car, which is really nice. But the reason vinyl has a market is it's kind of like the ritual of it. You have to actually spin the black circle, then you have to change the sides, and it becomes its own little ritual, where if you're gonna put on a vinyl, you may as well listen to the album, and then when it's halfway through, you gotta switch sides. I think that's kind of cool. Well, new weapon unlocked. I don't know what I was expecting. Music is pretty legit. Getting some Donkey Kong Country vibes here. Okay. My shiny new gun was taken away from me. I guess you're just not supposed to get cheese, because I take damage when I collect cheese. I don't get the reasoning either. So you get big album art, you have the ritual of actually playing the record, and you get the analog sound, which some people say is nice and warm and better in some ways. I don't know how true that is. I've heard records before, yes. I like the imperfections. I like that you can listen to something pressed in the 70s, and you like kind of have a physical item that was actually pressed in the 70s, and you own your music. I also like that the, you know, records themselves, which is not that important of a thing, let's be honest, but it's kind of cool that you can get different colors. So I think it's great. I think collecting vinyl is a cool hobby. It's a little expensive. And Vintage Vinyl, my favorite record store, is now closing, which fucking sucks. I went there and I picked up a used copy of Neil Young, Rust Never Sleeps. Got a T-Rex record. They're having a really good sale right now, and everyone is there just scooping up all the records, because it's a good sale, which means most of the good ones are gone. But hey, I got that Neil Young one. I got a Monty Python record, Life of Brian. And I got George Harrison, Cloud 9, for stupid cheap. So I'm happy to have those. But yeah, now it's closing and it's gone. It's gonna be gone soon, and that's upsetting. More upsetting is that they had a cardboard cutout of Josh Homme, and I was gonna buy it, but someone else did. I wish there was like a defensive move where you could block a shot. Also, my nose is stuffy. Apologies for the sniffles. The other thing about vinyl is, so it was basically the album in general, like, you know, 10 to 14 songs or so, was focused around the limitations of the hot wax. So the space constraints led to what became your standard, like, LP. And people still structure it around that. And with Redvox, we've been doing that since Another Light, where we, you know, make sure that side A, which is the first half of the record, makes sense going into side B, like what song does it end on and what song does it start on. Sadly, with Realign, though, we had to compromise a little bit because the album length was too much for a vinyl, so we had to do double. But our next one, I will say we're taking a look at that side A, side B thing, and it's kind of fun, truthfully. And I think it's just, in general, like, the fact that vinyl came back in such a big way is cool. And it means that people do appreciate, you know, like, having a record collection, they appreciate the full album experience and not just the ephemeral, throw on a playlist, listen to one song, then another one, and then you're good. 15 minutes. You know, like, with albums, you have to kind of spend time listening. Anyway, the point is, I'm looking for a record player. Did I get to that point already? God, these are some really weird levels. You just had that long maze level, and then you follow it up with, like... Well, I guess there's an attempt at pacing here. But... I like this better than the P games. And, I like that you can unlock different weapons. Again, it's pretty basic. So... I would probably play that on the phone in between, like... waiting for, like, a coffee or something, or, you know, just a couple minutes downtime, you knock out a level or two. It's still weird that there's 4 games split, but, yeah. Explosive Jake. Oh boy, that's loud. 0. Baba is you. Every game has the same reset button. Is this bootleg Bomberman? It's bootleg Bomberman. It's Bomberman Adventure Mode, which, again, probably has its appeal. I hate the sound effects, because it just cascades into, like, ultimate loudness. But I don't hate them, they're loud. Also, if anyone's from the tri-state area, I don't know if I've asked this before, leave a comment. Does anyone remember the turkey farm? It's a place where you'd go hang out with turkeys and then eat them. I'm not kidding. And they're... You know, it was like a farm. And then you go inside. It was very rustic, very old. They had the best turkey soup. And just turkey food in general. And all like mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberries, the whole thing. Does anybody, I've Googled it recently and it's gone now, but does anybody remember the fucking turkey farm? I used to go there as a kid. So yeah, that's just a random thought that occurred to me just now. I don't really know why, but... I figure someone out there. Because it's weird. You, like, do this long enough, and eventually, like, the things that I thought were exclusive to me as a kid, like Wildwood, or, like, a very specific restaurant, there are people out there, man, that are aware of it. There are people that have been there, and it's nice because in some ways it makes you feel like, oh, this is a shared experience that me and many other people have had. It's kind of cool. I don't know how I feel about this game. Yeah, it's functional. It's got the Bomberman thing to it. You can plant bombs. Your character's very slow. I hope to see PigeonDev continue working on games and make more interesting experiences, maybe more original and unique experiences with, you know, maybe more... I hope that this sells. I hope people, you know, find a way to find these games in the first place, because I didn't even know they existed. But... this isn't something that I would buy. I'm sorry to say it. I love the limited edition. I love the steelbook. I think they did a really good job with the physical packaging. I don't know if I would buy this. You can see what you're, you know, whatever you're looking at right now, you're making your own mind up. Like, oh, this looks cool, or no, I'm good. The games are cute. I appreciate the collection. But oh, you can actually kill the ghosts. Wow, I'm a dumbass. Of course you can, why wouldn't you? Press the wrong button, because the Y button, sorry, the X button is a restart button. Yeah, no, this isn't for me. This isn't really for me, and I don't think... My problem with this one is that it's just too slow, and the hitboxes are a little tough. I got a shield. Like, I took some pretty, generous hits earlier. But then it's me just sucking and not wanting to play too much of it, too, so that's also a factor. But if the gameplay was faster, if it was a little snappier, maybe I'd be more interested in getting through all these levels. But as it is, I'm just like... It's kind of like chore mode at the moment. Yeah, and I'm bad. Look, I just failed miserably at basic tasks. But I think I've checked out, sadly. Well, it turns out that Blood Hockey... I was looking more forward to this one, but Blood Hockey was the surprise. And, I know that Robot Named Fight is a game that I like. I get people's complaints about it. It has problems. A roguelike Metroidvania, in and of itself, is kind of a weird concept. And, I've seen people talk about how it just doesn't have any of the same appeal as Super Metroid. And I get that. It really kind of doesn't. It's just more of that if you want it with infinite generation. I like Robot Named Fight. It's not my favorite roguelike, but I think it's cool. I think it's worth a shot. This... I just lost my shield, and I could tell because I blinked yellow for a second. Like, there are things that happen that just aren't obvious. And it's like, yeah, the things happen, they are all programmed to work, but there's not really like a pizzazz or a polish to it. I guess I have to kill all the enemies. I think that's what I have to do, but it's not clear. And they're leaning into the NES style with the packaging and everything, but, you know, I'm sorry to report that these PigeonDev games are just not for me. Sorry. However, that steelbook is pretty dope, so I have that at least. Well, thank you for watching. This was just a random thing that, you know, I was offered, and I accepted it, and yeah, it was fun to check out. So it's called a Premium Edition, and they're doing physical collections. You know, there's been stuff for like the Hollow Knights of the world, and I think those are bigger companies that do that. So I definitely like to support just a couple dudes trying to figure out how to make, you know, a living in the video game sphere by releasing cool shit, and charging as fair prices as they can. So I hope that their success continues. I hope that they continue to acquire cool games to turn into physical editions. I do like the boxes, and I do like the bonuses. So, and the steelbook was probably one of the best steelbooks I've seen, just because it's perfectly retro themed, and it's got the TV on it. So yeah, so those are my pros and cons of the whole affair. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thanks. Take care. I wish Subnautica wasn't deleted. And I wish fucking Mike Love didn't delete the VOD with his lawyer. Just litigious. He's, hey man, he rolled up. You know, he's like, hey, I am the Beach Boys. And then he just killed the VOD.